So I saw this tweet and it said all the startup accelerators you can apply for. And I noticed that, of course, there's Y Combinator on here. There's 500 startups. There's some startup accelerators that I know of. Techstars here, OpenAI Converge. Like, these are ones you may know or you may not know. And there's a lot on here that you may not know, like A16Z Speedrun, which is actually games. So what I was thinking is, if you were looking at this list and you're like, you know what, I want to try to apply to most, if not all of these. And I wonder if even just like a simple A could tell me if I should apply to them or not, or even help me change my pitch very personalized to the startup accelerator. Maybe there is some insight to gain from looking at, and this is something that I would do myself. I would go to something like the YC Startup Directory, look at what they have actually funded, and see not necessarily does my idea fit in here, but how can I edit my pitch so that it is more clear to this particular style. Let's say I'm not trying to generate ideas, and actually that might be even a good idea. Take these 233 companies and generate 100 ideas of companies. That might be good, and maybe I'll do that later. But I wanted to take a pitch that I'm writing and let AI edit it or morph it into something that is more YC or more pair X. And because these companies, or not these companies, but these accelerators will tell you why they invest, how they invest. They will tell you what they invest in. And we can take this information, put it into a nice engineered prompt and say, hey, with my pitch in here, let's get the pitch that I should pitch to this accelerator. So what we're going to do is sheet.new, and we're going to create a brand new sheet. We're going to get AI in here by going to bettersheets.co/snippets. We're going to just grab the OpenAI, actually AI here, OpenAI prompt. Actually, I want Omni. There we go. And then we'll convert this to Omni Mini now. So we are going to extensions app script. Going to just take the app script and paste it in here. We will probably get a prompt and edit this a little bit, but for now, let's just do AI, put in the prompt, get the result. We will also grab an API key. By the time you watch this, I will have deleted this API key, but we'll just put this in text here so that we don't have to put it on a page. Okay, so our AI will run. We're going to call this Startup Pitch Editor. And again, we want to grab some information like this is X. We'll put it into our sheet, and we'll say, okay, pair X invests in SaaS. We'll do that. Powerful tools to help business. This is how they invest. We want also to have somewhere where we put our pitch. So our pitch, we want investment strategy, past investments. Our pitch, let's figure out what we'll do. Let's say we're going to create a better Google Sheet add-on marketplace that is separate from Google, a third-party manicured. This is going to be just a crazy idea, right? This is well manicured, rated, and gamified to help people do better in Google Sheets. Yeah, this is like a terrible pitch, right? It's probably it should be shorter. It should be much different, right? Let's see. We want to wrap the text so we can see it a little bit better. Great. Past investments. Let's get a couple past investments. We see that pair X, let's say, which one is going to be good? Here's Bonfire. Okay, we're getting Gusto as well and Bonfire. Let's do just a couple of examples. Gusto. There. And what we want to do is we are going to do the exact same thing here, but instead of pair X, we're going to do Y Combinator. So I'm going to look at the last 2 years, let's say, for batches, not B2B. Let's look at marketplaces, if that exists in here. Marketing, fintech, consumer. I don't know if marketplaces is really here. So let's look at all industries and look for marketplace. Oh, here it is. Tag marketplace, 20 of them. So we have, I don't think we can copy paste. There we go. Let's copy paste 3 of them and edit the text. So what I want to do is I want to make these super simple. Here, actually, it looks like they're super simple for Y Combinator. We still need to get the investment strategy of Y Combinator. So Y Combinator investment G. Let's see if it's in there about. So YC doesn't really have an exact philosophy of how to invest. We can Probably put in a couple of things here about what happens at Y Combinator, why, but there's not really an answer to why or how Y Combinator actually invests. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know if I'm going to put anything here in our prompt, but let's just try this prompt right away, equals AI, and we're going to say, turn our pitch into a better pitch that is more suited for this particular startup incubator or accelerator. We're going to say our pitch. We're going to then add a ampersand. This is going to be, we're going to then do another ampersand and do invest accelerator. Then ampersand, 2 ampersands, but in between, we're going to do B. Then we're going to do investments, 2 ampersands, and in between them, C2. Actually, that's all we're going to do. And we don't even have to end it. Okay, so let's see what happens if anything gets back. We don't have any examples, though. Maybe it's going to give us some gibberish. It's okay. Oh my God, it gives us a lot of stuff. That's way too much stuff. So we just want turn our pitch into a better pitch that's more suited for this particular. Give a reply, respond with only a simple pitch, nothing more. Let's do that. If we don't want it to name it, it's going to name it. Let's look at this all and see what we get back. Sheet master, dynamic third-party sheet add-on, meticulous curate. It's very long. So in this case, for Y Combinator, it does do it a little bit shorter. An independent gamified marketplace for Google Sheet add-ons designed for seamless integration and enhanced productivity. We'll probably delete that second and third part. Our platform offers meticulously highly rated tools to empower users to optimize their workflow within Google Sheets. It says the same thing, but I guess in a better way. Not necessarily better, but more specific to Y Combinator. Gamified marketplace for Google Sheet add-ons, right? Out of this, I can probably say, do this. So that's how we can take information here, have someone fill it out, but let's make this easily sellable or shareable. We can create this, fine, but we are the only ones that know how to use it. We put in our pitch, we put in our investment strategy, put in investment strategies, past investments. Maybe we, as a creator of this, build out an investment strategy and past investment list that's of all of these 23 startup accelerators. And then you only have to put in one place your pitch, and you get back 23 specifically created or curated pitches. Sure, we can work on this pitch a little bit more. What we want to do now is how do we make this usable for others, right? Let's see. So one thing I realize is definitely take this portion of the text that we put here and put it into our prompt. We're also going to call this, we want to create a new function name, create pitch, let's call it. And instead of prompt, we're going to do pitch. We are going to create the prompt ourselves, variable prompt text equals this. Then we want to we don't want to have our API key here. We want API key here. So instead of this being here, I'm going to cut it out and allow someone else to use the API key. So we will say, and actually for right now, we're going to keep this here, but we want to make this function available for others. So we're going to create a comment here called @custom_function. And now we will get if we do equals create pitch, it's here. And it shows us the information we have to put in. There we go. Let's put in a pitch. Pitch is going to be in 2 and our API key in text. And we like that. And that's all we need to enter it. But we want to get the other stuff. So let's add prompt text, variable, accelerator. Maybe we do this. Maybe we start building our pitch here. Variable pitch equals, prompt equals prompt text plus pitch plus accelerator, and we get our accelerator from here, accelerator and past investments plus, we're just going to create what we did here inside of our app script, past investments. You can even look at it like this. There we go. So now our prompt is exactly the same. We need to delete that accelerator there. So we're going to use the same thing we did before. So A2, but now we can fill it in. The accelerator is going to be B2, comma C2 for the past investments and the API key. Instead of here, we can put it here. And let's make this a little nicer to see. Quicksand. We'll do a little bit bigger text. We will also center everything. Center. And there we go. Personalized pitch. So now someone can use this sheet, right? Actually, let's decrease the size of this font. It looks a little big. Oh, now it looks smaller. Okay, so now someone can use our sheet. Oh, we need a reference error. This reference is supposed to be A1. There we go. So we take our pitch, add in an investment strategy of some accelerator. So Accelerator, our fund, add on ACE, a third-party marketplace. So it actually changes the name. Interesting. Creates a name for it. Great. So we're going to save the name in AppScript as well, and this custom function here. So that makes it really easy for someone to be able to enter information. But let's say we don't want them to enter this pitch each and every time. We just want it one time. So how do we do that? What I like to do is this, pitches, add a settings, and just put here our pitch, and put our pitch here. So we only have to put in one place here, or actually your pitch, because someone else is going to create it. Now, the option is we can put in here A1, it should be A2, the accelerator should be B2. Oh, wow. Really screwed that one up. Okay, so that's what it should be. But this is also confusing. We screwed it up, right? So we should be able to just put in the accelerator past investments, put in one place our pitch, which is always going to be on this settings column. We can set this as, hey, don't mess with this. This is where you write once here what you want to do, and then you don't have to change it. So how do we get that from here there? We can delete this column. This is going to get some reference errors. It's okay. We're going to actually change this from pitch. We're going to delete it from here, and we are going to do variable pitch equals spreadsheet app. We're going to get the range from here. Spreadsheet app is just every spreadsheet in your file. We want to get the active spreadsheet, which is this exact specific spreadsheet. We want to get sheet by name. We want settings. Let's enter a new line here, just so you can see it a little bit better. Get range is going to be A2. Then we want to get the value from there. Get value. So we're getting the value from A2 on the settings page in our existing spreadsheet file. And that is here, settings A2. And instead of this reference error, we're just going to put in the accelerator and the past investments and an API key and get back our pitch, our personalized pitch from A. Let's say we want to do a couple more things here. Like we want a pitch, but we also want a startup name. So let's insert here, your startup name. It's going to be Sheets with 4 E's, sheets.com, let's say. And we're going to go back to our thing, our app script, and we're going to call this variable name, startup name, let's call it. And instead of A2, it's going to be A3, I think. Here, A3, and we have to edit this one, the pitch, to A5. So turn our pitch. We need now one more thing. Prompt text is going to include startup name, and we can add that right here with a couple plus signs. Startup name, startup name. So we added our variable here to our pitch our prompt. Let's take out that space before the there. Great. Save that, and I think our pitches are going to be better. Yeah, startup name, sheets.com, transform, revolution. Let's make these a little bit shorter. I want that way shorter. So we're going to engineer our prompt a little bit more, turn our startup pitch into a better startup pitch that is more suited for this particular startup accelerator. Respond with only a simple pitch, nothing more. Make sure the pitch is very short. The pitch should be a log line with very powerful and interesting terms to elicit to get funded. Let's say that. Let's see what that does now, if it changes at all. Yeah. Elevate your Google Sheets experience with our curated third-party add-on marketplace, top-rated gamified tools, meticulously designed for productivity. And this is way too wordy. We should probably have more better examples here. I think more examples is going to do better here. Let's try to do something here. The log line or pitch should be a couple of adjectives, no more, and the thing it does the best. This is pretty poor engineering, but it's just to give you an example of you can keep adding interesting stuff to your prompt. There, the ultimate seamless gamified add-on market. Wow, that worked. Dynamic, intuitive, gamified add-ons for Google Sheets, right? So now it's getting less and less. It's taking the information, we're giving it, and using it more, right? We can definitely give it more examples. We can definitely give it more startups here. But now this is really cool that someone can take this startup pitch editor, enter their name here, enter their pitch, and get back exactly a pitch personalized for this particular accelerator here. So we can keep adding more and more here. So I think I will actually rename this to personalized. Actually, startup pitch editor is more like it's more like a generator. Startup pitch generator. And I'll go and put this available out in the marketplace somewhere. Actually, before I go, I wonder what a startup pitch generator, if that was the idea. Let's call it startup. And the pitch is a startup pitch generator. Let's see if it gives us back an interesting personalized pitch for these. Let's look. It's loading. I'm so excited to see what it comes up with. Transformative AI-powered startup pitch generator for accelerated funding success. Fundraising success. Revolutionize startup pitches with AI-driven precision and creativity. They say a lot by saying nothing. But this is a pretty quick created AI-generated pitch generator. Pretty cool. Start Me Up could also be like a coffee bean distributor for digital nomads. Start Me Up for the good morning kind of stuff. See if that comes up with anything. Source premium coffee beans for empowering digital nomads with premium coffee anywhere. Oh, that's actually really nice. Okay, so you can see how this is useful, but we just created this startup pitch generator in a few minutes with AI integrated in here as a custom function, so we can create this for someone else to use. If you're looking for this and you're not yet a Better Sheets member, become one today, and you can get this exact sheet and script down below at bettersheets.co.